times, goose slime, crushed ice and a splash of tonic. Nigga, my past lives are astronomic. Smoking hash in a cathedral with Nostradamus at mass. Discussing Martin Luther's for your last speech. Step on my British walkers, get your ass beat.
I said I ain't gangster even though I grew up in the hood. I just wanna feed my people, so misunderstood. Struggling, hustling, trying to make it right. I just wanna spread the light to help us free our minds.
All right. This is your man, HRap B. This is X Squad Radio, and I am the host of the End of the Bench podcast. Thank you for joining me this afternoon. I am very appreciative. Big ups to you guys for tuning in. Now, with that being said, as you know, I start the show the same way every week, every time I log on, which is every Saturday, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, every Tuesday, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time here on HY Radio. Again, this is the End of the Bench. I am about to have a little fun. Shout out to me because this is my 200th episode of the End of the Bench podcast. Big ups to everybody who's been involved. I will announce those people later. Big ups to you. As you know, I have been instructed to, for juju purposes, karma purposes, spiritual purposes, I give big ups to my ancestors. At the top of every show, I announce to the world who my ancestors are, because without my ancestors, I am nothing. So I give those people props before every show because they rain down blessings and protections upon me and all my listeners. So I have to give respect to them. And those are people in the Whitmore family, the Pollard family, the Cotton family, the Harper family, the Bailey family, the Liggins family, and the Duncan family, and you, of course, me and my pops. We are part of the Williams clan. Big ups to all of us. With that being said, thank you guys for joining the fun. I am going to act like a fool today. I got a lot on my plate as usual. I want to thank everybody who is listening via the link. For whatever reason, this link does not work with, Android people have a problem with my link. I have to figure that out. But you don't have an Android, more than likely you don't have a problem. But even if you don't have a link, that makes you a background listener. If you no longer want to be referred to as a background listener, click the link, go to Facebook, click that, and all I need you to do is this. Once you're in here, if you can hear me, that means you should have hit that heart, which is a like button. And then I want you to share on Instagram, on Twitter and on Facebook. It is duly appreciated if you do so. Much love to everybody who has done that. And if you do that, then I will announce you personally. We call these people the Benchwarmers in the chat room. Big ups to the Benchwarmers in the chat room. Much love. And because I told you I will announce you in the event that you create a profile, either with your Twitter or your Facebook, it costs you nothing. You will not be bombarded with foolish and pointless junk email. You'll just be alerted when I'm on air and people X Squad are on air. And you will have a whole lot of fun. You're sick of the people that you're listening to on your local radio station playing the same 15 songs. Then that means you need to go to Spreaker.com and then find X space squad space radio space network and then hit the follow button. You will be alerted to wonderful shows like my main man who just burnt it down for the last 4 hours. He go by the name of D Great, killing it. You know what? That ain't good enough for D Great. He killed it. We killed it, and you missed it. So if you don't want to miss anything else, I'm gonna suggest that you do that and become a member of the X Squad family, and then you will be entertained as well. Sports conversation, social commentary, an awesome sports show hosted by your main man, HRap B, and others. Now, enough about that. I need you guys to hit the like button. Most definitely, I need you to hit the like button. I needed you to hit the like button. But before you do that, I got to give big ups to one of the original Benchwarmers. He actually used to, for about 6 months, he co-hosted the show with me. He goes by the name on Spreaker.com. It's Joe from Houston. I call him my little bro. His name is Joe. Next up is the Minister of Media, the wonderful, the lovely, the mayor, the governor of the state of Florida. Nobody voted her in. We just put her there. That's how X-Wild is taking over the universe. She goes by the name of Mocha Bella. She's big up in the bill. As I move up, I got my main man, boxing aficionado out of the great state of Minnesota. He goes by the name of, he don't even have a name. He's so cold, he got 2 letters. He goes by RC. He's in the building. As I continue to scroll up, I see my girl, Moni. Moni is a special person in my life, and I really, really, really think she's cool. And Moni's in the middle, and that's what she is. She's in the middle. Thank you for tuning in, Moni. And I got my man from north of the border. He goes by simply We the North, a.k.a. Ron. He's from Canada, y'all. As I scroll up, I see my homegirl, who just happens to be the other half of the greatest DJ in the history of the earth. Her name is Pretty and Thick 69, and they're part of a great family, which last name just happened to be Great. I see D Great and his beautiful wife, Pretty Thick and Thick 69. You gotta say her name right. It's like a pimp name Slickback. You gotta say Pretty and Thick 69. As I scroll up, and away, I see my main man from Style Gods here in Chicago. You want the best in urban wear, you go to stylegods.com and check out my man Chris Alexander. Style Gods, thank you for repping. Thank you for finally not being a background listener, and you come to the forefront. And I got my main man Chris Pollard in the building. He is out of the great state of Georgia. He's in Georgia currently. So if you have any issues with your car, Chris, I need you to go to Bay 11 Auto. Thank you for representing. Stop being a background listener. Now you're in the forefront. You're trying to get you actually got your name called a bunch of times, but now people know who Chris in Atlanta is. Big up to Chris in Atlanta. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And I got another guy who was a former co-host on the show. He goes by the name of Big Illinois, a.k.a. my oldest child. He's not really my oldest child. It's just a running joke that we have. My main man, Big Illinois. Thank you, Ron. Thank you for the congratulations, man. That's a whole lot of talking, 200 shows. I got my main man, Melvin in the building. Just big up them from Bay 11 Auto. Chris, get your car service at Bay 11 Auto. Holler at my man, Melvin, a.k.a. the Golden State Warriors, Dylan now. And then I got my main man, fresh out of the great state of South Dakota, a.k.a. Arkansas. He claims to be from Chicago, but no one in Chicago knows him. He named one street in Chicago. Okay, Crenshaw. Now from L.A., just like he from Chicago, he goes by the name of Big L. He's in Arkansas. He allegedly from Chicago, y'all. Don't believe it. I don't know nobody that know Big L. I know everybody in Chicago, all 9 million people in Chicago metro area. I asked about a Big L. It was like, nah, we don't know. So until he can prove, Southside, sir. Okay, he's from the Southside. Oh, I'm from the Roller 60s. Now I'm from LA. Let's stop it, Big L. You're not from Chicago. No one knows you. Chris Alexander's from the Southside. He just sent me a text message. Who's that guy, Big L, claiming from Chicago? So you know what, man? Big L, we need you to go ahead at the beginning of the show and sit your ass down. Sit your ass down. Because you're not from Chicago, fam. Cut it out. We'll let you claim it, but we know you're not one of us. No one just says, I'm from the South Side. They tell you where they're from, bro. Arkansas. That's where you're from, bro. That's where you're from. Now, as usual, man, I got my plate full. I'm going to take it back. Some of my friends in internet land, they have been reaching out to me, man, and they said I omitted a portion of my show that I used to do every week. And I'm going to add that back to the show. That's at the end of the show. So to my international friends on Twitter and things like that, big ups to you for continuing. And thank you for reaching out and reminding me I ain't getting y'all props So big ups for doing that and continue to listen. Big ups to y'all. Man, I got my play full this week as usual. I'm going to do an NFC East preview. I'm going to cover the teams in NFC East. I know my main man, number one Chief Rocket Master Blaster, Jersey Burn. He going to cuss me out because I'm slapping his team around, but I got to slap him. I got to tell the truth, man. It's like the beginning of that Biggie song. I got to tell the truth the way I see it. Then I'm going to do a little NBA scuttlebutt. I'm going to do some topics in regards to 93.2. Much love. Thank you for joining the fun. And I also got my main man, Gun Buddy, in the building. So, do a little social commentary. You guys know my push for HBCU. By the way, Chris Pollard, I need you to diss this guy named Mo Cheese in the event he comes in the chat room. He comes from Clark Atlanta University. I make it my business to diss him on a regular basis. So let's continue that tradition. In the event, you can just diss him now. Just say, put in the chat room, to hell with Mo Cheese. And then that satisfies my listening pleasure, so to speak, my reading pleasure. There he is, Chris. Diss him at will. There he is. His name is Mo Cheese. He comes from Clark Atlanta University. Mo Brown in the building, and we're going to diss Mo Cheese. Thank you, Chris. Yeah, man, I got a couple topics, man. Y'all know my pick towards HBCUs. My goal is to refill the HBCUs with our people from the inner cities throughout the United States of America. Put that money back in our community so we can rebuild our community, so people can stop saying, we don't support anything. So that's my goal, and then we're going to keep it moving. But with that being said, I'm going to start at the bottom of the pile. I usually start at the top of the pile, but I'm going to start at the bottom of the pile. The bottom of the pile starts with some foolishness. The sports world primarily is dominated by adults, young adults, so to speak, but they're still adults. The reason I'm even talking about this is because one of our friends, and he listens to the show, y'all just don't know it. He one of my guys. Don't tell nobody. It's between us and the people on the internet and the people listening. Jay-Z and Roc Nation are being taken to court by this boxer named Daniel Franco. The reason Daniel Franco is suing Jay-Z and Roc Nation is because, according to him, he was coerced or forced into 3 fights in an 89-day period, which basically jeopardized his life. According to him, he had a fractured skull after one of the fights, and he continued to fight due to the coercion of Roc Nation. I'm not going to say this is a frivolous lawsuit because I don't know who Mr. Franco is, but this does seem like one of those attempts at a money grab. The reason I assume, I reiterate, I assume this is a money grab is simply because he's suing Jay-Z and Roc Nation. If you just want to sue Roc Nation, you can sue Roc Nation and get it out of the way, and then you'll move forward. But the fact that you threw Jay-Z name in it means you're in my opinion, and this is speculation and opinion, conjecture, so to speak. This makes me feel that you're trying to get a settlement out of court. Because look, bro, if you had a skull fracture, I really feel for you. I'm empathetic in regards to your struggle, in regards to your health. I definitely care about your health, even though I don't have a clue on who you are. But no one, and I do mean no one, could talk me into fighting again in the event that I'm already in pain, because I've had a broken hand, I've had a broken foot. I've had 2 broken feet and ankles. No one could have coerced me into running while those bones were broken or whatever I was doing with my hands, playing football or what have you, with a injured body. No matter what the situation was, you must and always need to take care of yourself. I understand that sports is a dog-eat-dog world and you must take advantage of all opportunities. But if you put your life in jeopardy due to an attempt to, as they say in the hood, secure the bag, then that's on you. Look, no one, and I do mean no one, should be able to coerce you into moving forward by getting punched in your head repeatedly for 36 minutes of action. And then you lost all 3 fights, so it wasn't even 36 minutes. But You signed up to fight 36 minutes of action, knowing that there was something physically wrong with you. I don't think you should be able to sue someone for that. Now, if you want to take the chance,